Good morning, Sagittarius. This is the Daily Sauce, and I just wanted to give special mention to thanks to everyone for your input yesterday, and in regards to the sound. And what had happened was a few people said they couldn't hear me. Okay, so I have ordered a microphone. I do have to manipulate my machine to make it fit YouTube's screen. Okay, so basically that could be part of the problem that I am working on. I am going to try, different things with the video. Uh, so I thank you for your patience and I thank you for your feedback. I really appreciate it. I am so grateful for all the personal readings that have come out of this channel and the extended readings. I'm just like overwhelmed and totally grateful for the success lately. And let us get to 1,000 subscribers. So, Sagittarius, happy summer solstice. Now, you can't tell because it's raining, but I believe that this is the first day of the summer solstice, okay, which is very nice. That's the season of warmth. So, maybe we can all start having more fun, and inviting more warmth into our life. And I say this because I did an energy message for the summer solstice for TikTok, and I wanted to share it with you because I feel like you might be feeling this, right? So basically, the rising energy is starfish, which, by the way, I've seen for Sagittarius numerous times, and that's being open to nothing is impossible, everything is possible, and we are the sign that believes that shit. We are, because we are, delusional. We always believe that, everything is possible. As far as Sagittarius's sight, which that was mentioned to, we're big picture people, so we want to know what's coming down the path, and we are very, Sagittarius, I'm not saying they're the most intuitive because I don't believe that. I believe that Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer are probably the most psychic of the signs, although we're all psychic, y'all. We all have the gifts. It's merely tapping in. That's the only thing. There are no chosen ones. We're all chosen you know so just to say that, I think it's really tied into the fact that we're so open to spirituality. And as far the law of attraction was made for Sagittarius, because we literally believe that we believe that nothing is impossible. Now when we're being dragged down by certain elements in life, yeah, sometimes you know we can forget that about ourselves. So try to remember that about yourself this summer. Nothing is impossible. And if you believe nothing is possible, you can literally call in whatever you want. Magic works through you. It's telling you, like, whatever these things are that you may feel are impossible, call them to you. Call them. I tell people this all the time, that you can literally call energy to you. You know, and it's merely by believing that you can, and then I asked how you could be more warm and, you know, learn from the past. And I really feel like this is about how you feel about the past. Because, sometimes when people or things leave our lives, or we go through loss, we tend to not see what the purpose was, and the purpose was for you to learn. And basically about boundaries, like setting healthy boundaries. Like, when people specifically do us wrong, we really learn what our healthy boundaries are, and they're not the same for everyone. But whatever happened in the past, it showed you, like, right now and for the future, what boundaries do you need to set that are good for you. And I will tell you this, that Sagittarius, we kind of see boundaries like limits, and absolutely not. Definitely do it. Draw your line in the sand, and it could be that people hurting you or situations hurting you really showed you what those limits are. Where that line in the sand is. It's important to know. The Wheel of Fortune. This is definitely, so much growth, right? And getting to the next stage, because the Wheel of Fortune is literally the wheel of life. It's about learning, and it's about change. And, the Wheel of Fortune is always abundant. It's always abundant, and it represents Sagittarius because Jupiter represents Sagittarius. That's our planet. We are about growth and expansion. I kind of feel like this summer you may be just wanting to try new things, discover new things, expand your horizons, which is very Sagittarius. Maybe you're traveling, who knows, right? So the energy is affecting the day. Hostilities. This was interesting to me because I'm feeling great, right? Hostilities, contract reversed, appreciation, and anxiety. Like you're starting to see things about the past that you didn't see before. Now, contract reverse kind of reminds me of, maybe that's soul contracts, maybe that's bonds, that, they could have ended badly, and because of hostility. It could be even like fights, because we're also seeing it in the reading. Fights that cause it end up, that cause endings, and that can really be about like inner hostilities too. But I feel like what's happening here, Sag, is you're grateful for it. Like, because now you can see how much anxiety it was causing you. So, in terms of endings and the breaking of contracts, I feel like you are grateful for it, which is a great place to be. It is a great place to be because you can't carry all of that. That was my speech the other day about resentment, and someone had said that some resentment is good. No, it's not, because it just weighs you down. It doesn't do anything to the other person. Your resentment don't mean shit to them, right? Okay, I know I go on and on. So, what kind of day is it going to be? It's going to be a great day, Sag, because you are definitely putting disappointments behind you, or lack of opportunities, right? The Six of Wands with the Four of Cups, and it's kind of the energy of, maybe you see that, moving through the Four of Cups energy, things that have disappointed you, maybe focusing too much on that, so much so that you don't see the other cup, right? Or the other three cups in this case. And there's a sense that you're not doing that anymore. You're here for that. You're present, you're moving, and you're moving to these cups, not away from them, right? Not away from them. And, you could also be getting a lot of attention. That's typically with the Six of Wands, we do get attention. It could also be that there is some opportunity that you're just not giving anything to you. But the Six of Wands is a really great energy for us to be. That means we're moving forward. And even though like there may be a tension, I always feel with the Six of Wands, like you don't notice it because you're so busy, doing what's great for you. That's great. The attention is great, but it's not really the point. And the truth is like a lot of that has to do with standing in your truth and expressing your truth, not holding back, not holding back. So, there something you need to be aware of is similar to what I was saying yesterday in regards to money. Okay, so the 10 of Wands, like you may have been working really hard and feeling like you weren't getting anywhere, especially financially, or maybe with a job, maybe it was like I just have to work so much to get anywhere that's going to change. Because with the Nine of Pentacles, we have everything we need. That's about resources. And I just kind of feel, especially with the Ten of Wands being a completion, like this completion of being overburdened with your obligations and things you have to do is getting ready to close, because all of a sudden, Nine of Pentacles, you're being provided what you need to not have to do that, and maybe even to enjoy life more. So, yay! So how do you have a good day? I mean, literally so many cards came out for this, Sag. I was like, oh my goodness, really? So the Hermit is here. All the answers that you might have thought that you needed, you have them already. And I kind of feel with it being here with the Seven of Swords, there may be some truths that you were unwilling to face. Maybe over someone who hurt you. Maybe it was, all of a sudden now you're seeing people a lot more clearly and not ignoring who they really are. Because we tend to see the best in people. Seven of Swords with the Three of Swords reverse kind of tells you that is the key to letting go of pain, okay? To letting go of pain, because, with the Empress, it's kind of like whatever didn't work out wasn't supposed to work out, Sag. Because you were supposed to move towards new things. You were supposed to get inspired again. You were supposed to move towards things that inspire you. Things that are fiery, things that are passionate, and things that literally are just for you. The Empress. The Empress does what's best for her. And it's kind of like, whatever this was, although it hurt, it didn't do you justice. So I love it. So just believe you're the Empress, and just believe that, whatever has hurt in the past, whatever people have hurt you in the past, just weren't supposed to be with you, because odds are maybe you gave too much to it. Maybe you weren't giving enough to yourself, because that often comes in with the Empress, Just keep saying, I am the Empress. Or if you're a dude, say you're the Emperor, either way, it's almost the same. The Empress is a separate energy, but you get my gist. You get my gist. You can actually simply say, I always do what's best for me. Okay? I do what's best for me first. And by doing that actually helps other people to heal. Sometimes it isn't, because Sagittarius, we like to tell people shit, right? And sometimes it's not about that. Sometimes it's just about being the example, Yes. So who is affecting your day today, Sag? So this is specific for people who have had rifts with other people. Specifically, this actually is specifically talking about friends. Okay, so if you have had friendships that have had an ending, that have broke up, and this would be people that you've been really close to in the past, right? With the Magician and the Two of Cups reversed, I feel like you might hear from this person. It's kind of like an olive branch here with the Eight of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. Like they don't feel good about it. Okay? It's not about them missing you. It's about what happened itself. Because there's a sense in this in wanting to work things out. Especially because the Magician, works with the elements, right? Works with the elements, and, even whatever happened between you and this person or group of people, they want to bring stability to it. So odds are they want to talk, and they probably want to talk about how can we work this out, You know, how can we use whatever happened to work this out? You know, it's alchemy. So, you know, so I think that that is really beautiful energy for you today, Sag. You know, and I do actually feel like that wasn't a lover before you leave comments. I really do feel like that was a friend or a family member specifically. So let's take a look and see what you need to focus on. Yeah, I don't know where all my cards went. I seriously don't, Sag. I lost my cards. Oh, here they are. Here they are. So what does Sagittarius need to focus on today? What does Sagittarius need to focus on today? Today. What does Sagittarius need to focus on today, Spirit? Oh, Jesus. You might be overthinking. Okay. Let go of your judgments. Surrender. Let go of control. Yeah. So, I mean, let go of judgments. However you may judge a situation always comes from your point of view. Like, it kind of sits in what your truth is. And basically this has to do with maybe how you wanted things to work out. You know, with whatever this is for you, the universe is saying that, you know, no. You have to be able to see other people's truth and understand that you might not agree with them, right? But, you know, you couldn't control the outcome here. Okay, so, and Hawk, focus, like, and resolve, like, what is important to you. Okay, like, figuring out what your priorities are. And I kind of feel like, yes, you're being called to forgiveness here and letting go. And kind of what's happening here is that you're needing to figure out what is important to you. So what is important to you to work out? What is important to you to not work out? You know, that kind of thing. And, you know, I do feel like you're being called to see things from the other person's point of view. Because we all come at things from our own truth. So, that being said, let's see what's inspiring about today. Like, and I read that in the Four Agreements, and it just literally changed my life. And that's the fact that we tend to take things so hard when people hurt us or whatever. But sometimes it's like everyone is the narrator in their own story. So they may see it completely different because they're only seeing it from their side. But maybe at the end of the day, you're just supposed to forgive and not judge. Like, you know, people do shit and they make mistakes, and it doesn't say let people back in your life. It just says, you know, stop judging the way people do things. We can be judgy at times. So let's see what's inspiring. What's inspiring? Share your voice. Your truth is inspiring. Share your truth with people. Share your truth with people. You know, the time for hiding is over. It's time to put yourself out there. There are people out there who want to hear what you have to say. Okay. Okay, Sagittarius. That's what I have for you today. I hope it really helps. Toodles.